Well, hello, everybody. Welcome. We're going to have so much fun tonight. Okay, this is the Madam Walker Legacy Center, and we're going to have a virtual paint and sip, and it's called Avenue on the Ave. This is our Mother's Day edition, so let me say, first of all, Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers, grandmothers, play mamas, your cousin, the lunch lady, the people who gave you the cookies, all those women in our lives that we absolutely love. I'm Myra J. I'm going to be your host for tonight, but we have a slew of wonderful women. Now, I'm not even going to go into myself. Y'all know me from the Tom Joyner Morning Show and as a writer, blah, blah, blah. Okay, let's get into the real stuff. First of all, I am joined by my wonderful niece, Akila. She's going to be painting with me tonight and sipping also. I think that's the real reason she really came. Anyway, also tonight, we have one of our sponsors. It's a Black-owned winery. Yes, I'm going to say that again. A Black-owned winery, Sip and Share Wines. I'm just going to show y'all this real quick because they were kind enough to send me a bottle of the white wine. I like the white wine, Awaken. So we gonna see how that Awaken kicks in just a minute. But thank you so much. They're sipandsharewines.com if you would like to look them up and support them. So we thank them so very much. Now, let me start off with some great news. If this is your first time joining us, I already told you this event is brought to you by the Madam Walker Legacy Center, which is located in beautiful Indianapolis, Indiana. And we have some great news, just like I said, they got a new president, y'all. We get excited about a new president in this country. Her name is Mrs. Christian Strickland. Now, she brings 25 years of experience in global marketing and communications. Mrs. Strickland, she was previously the Chief Communications and Engagement Officer for Indianapolis Public Schools. Now, you know what, anytime you work in the school system and this is Teacher Appreciation Week, I'm pulling this show over to say, we appreciate you. We appreciate all of our teachers and educators. Thank you so much. She also served as a member of the IPS Superintendent's Executive Leadership Cabinet. Now, I know the Walker Center is very thrilled to have you on board. I'm going to stop talking, but I would like to kick this off, Madam President Christian, with a toast. So can we just have a little toast here? Real quick. Everybody watching, this is to our president, to Madam President Christian Strickland. This toast is for you. Everybody, this is our first sip. Take it away. Oh, that's good.
It is good. I've got intention over here.
let us see the bottle. Okay.
Yes. Nice.
Drinking with intention. I like that.
Yes, intentionally. Thank you so much, Myra. And thank you all for tuning in and welcome to the Madam Walker Legacy Center virtually. We are just so grateful for you taking your time out on Friday and celebrating Mother's Day. Come here, hurry up. As a mother, I'm gonna let my son Jacob say hello real quick.
Hi.
And I'm just so pleased to be the new president. It's just an honor. The Walker is a significant piece of our nation's history and is listed on the Register of National Historic Landmarks. It is based here in Indianapolis, and we are an integral part of the community and a 501c3 nonprofit dedicated to preserving not only Madam's legacy, but also providing cultural education, promoting social justice, supporting entrepreneurship, and empowering youth to become the next generation of entrepreneurs and civic leaders. So we just, again, thank you for tuning in today and enjoy the paint and the sip.
Thank you so much, President Strickland. I just love how women are just getting it now. Women are just doing the darn thing. And speaking of great ladies, okay, we're going to get this show started. Now, for the remainder of tonight, we're going to be joined by a regular here with the Legacy Center, Deanna Craig. She is the artist leading our virtual event tonight. born and raised in Indianapolis. She a home girl, y'all. And she owns a visual arts company called DC's Heartbeat. Deanna, I love that name. That is great. That's a beautiful, beautiful name. So thank you so much for joining us, Deanna. And you just take it from here with your cute
Thank
self.
you. Thank you so much, Myra. Good afternoon. Good evening, everyone. It's a pleasure to be here. Thanks so much for having me. Before I talk about what we're painting this evening, I first want to acknowledge this evening's featured guests, my Alpha Kappa Alpha sorors from the Central Region. More than 300 are tuning in this evening, and we are so grateful that you're here. I'd actually like to pass the virtual microphone to Alpha Kappa Alpha's Central Regional Director, Sonia L. Bowen.
Thank you so much to my sorority sister, Deanna Craig, for introducing me. Greetings to Christian Strickland, president of Madam Walker Legacy Center. Myra J., so glad to see you. And also to our board chair, Joyce Rogers, and all our friends and guests of this great organization. As mentioned, I am Sonia L. Bowen, Central Regional Director of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated, and I am so excited to be here, not only with my sorority sisters of Alpha Kappa Alpha, who are featured guests tonight, but with my mom, Sheila, and all the moms that are here. Central Region is excited to partner with the Madam Walker Legacy Center on this Paint and Sip event, celebrating mothers as well as supporting the arts, which is a global program initiative of Alpha Kappa Alpha. We are grateful for this budding partnership with Central Region to embrace programming in arts and entrepreneurship while we build the economic legacies within our community. Thank you to Sip and Share Wines, a Black-owned winery, for being a part of this event as well. And our region has hosted an event in past in your historic building during one of our conferences. And now that the building has been restored and renovated, we look forward to visiting again in person. But for today, we are excited to enjoy this virtual event, celebrating our moms, celebrating partnerships, celebrating the arts and wealth building, and celebrating sisterly fun. So on behalf of the women of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated, we thank you for having us this evening, and we look forward to the painting by our own sister and art entrepreneur, Deanna Craig. Happy Mother's Day to everyone.
Thank you so much for that wonderful welcome. Thank you so much, Sonia, for that. Thank you for joining us. Welcome to all of my sorority sisters for tuning in. All right, Myra, it's time to go. You ready?
I am so ready, and I am excited. So what do we need? How do we do this?
Okay, well, if you live in Indianapolis or in the surrounding area, you may have opted to pick up a free art kit. Unfortunately, we were unable to ship the kit if you live outside of the area. However, we do encourage you, or we did encourage you to purchase the following supplies from your nearest craft store. If you want to go ahead and grab these things, I'm going to go over the list so that we're all on the same page. The first thing that you'll need is a small canvas, which I'm pointing to here. You will need a pencil. You'll need 2 paint brushes of similar size, a disposable plate of some sort that you'll be able to throw away. We're going to use this for either our paint or to mix our colors. A array of colors. This evening, I'll be using black, white, pink, yellow, orange. So the colors will be up to you. We'll go through them step by step, but just to have an array of colors in front of you. If you are painting and you have a disposable apron, that may be of help to you. The paint would come out, but just in case you get a little messy, we want to have that apron to cover our clothing. A napkin in front of you as well for any spills. Disposable cup. We use this for our water so that we keep our brushes wet, and we also use it to clean off our brushes in between colors.
Deanna, can I just suggest that don't keep your disposable water cup and your wine cup next to each other. I'm just saying, It's
There
just
you go.
very important to keep them separate, okay?
Thank you so much for that. Thank you. We may have had some sad sisters in the house tonight. Thank you for that. And if you haven't already, we are going to have just a moment to fill up our water cups, but you will want to fill it maybe just halfway with water so that we can clean up our brushes when it's time. And then last but not least, if you if you picked up a paint kit, you may have received a business card from me. And this just has my website, DeannaCraigArt.com, has all of my services and all of my artwork there. So you can follow me after this evening. If you have downloaded and printed an image for this evening, like this, which could have been downloaded from the website, go ahead and grab that as well. You can simply use it as a guide to either refer to as you are sketching your flower or trace it, however you want to use it. It's simply a guide, but it's not required. You can follow along even if you don't have it. And remember, if you're missing any of the items that I went over, if it's the paint or the napkin or whatever it is, improvise. Grab crayons, grab markers, colored pencils, whatever you have, we go with the flow over here. And that's what makes arts fun. Yes, ma'am.
You know what? We got some makeup that we haven't used in a whole year. Okay, I know everybody here got some lipstick back there in their room that we haven't put on. So if you're missing something, go in there, grab that lipstick because you probably shouldn't put it on your lips anyway.
Absolutely. I love it. Whatever you have, ladies, tonight, we are going to make it do what it does.
That's
so
right.
While we are grabbing our last minute supplies and everything that you'll need, I just want to spread a little love. Tonight, we are celebrating Mother's Day. And so before we start tonight's art piece, I'd just like to see who we're painting with. If you're following along on Facebook or you're able to chat, in the chat room, just represent for your mother or your mother figure or your daughter or whoever you're celebrating with this evening. We just want for you to just spread the love with your name. So in the chat with who you're with. I personally have the honor of painting with my mommy tonight. And I'm so happy that she could join us for the fun. If she's up to it, she may show a picture at the end, but I'm not making any promises. I'll let her tell you if it's a masterpiece worth showing or not, but thank you so much, Mom, for being here. And as those names are coming through in the chat, hopefully you all are getting the supplies that you need to follow along with us as we settle in for a night of creativity. What I am going to do now is hold up the example for you so that you get an idea of what we will be painting this evening.
Very nice. Very
And
nice.
so I decided to do something that we would be able to do in this time frame and something that you may be able to finish on your own if you are just kind of a little slower worker, which is totally fine. So we are able to kind of go along this step by step, and then you can go Picasso on your own when we're done, all right? So hopefully everyone is back. We're going to take a quick celebratory drink just to kind of get our juices flowing. If everyone wants to do that, yes, ma'am.
Yes. Okay, everyone, it's time to sip.
All
Oh,
righty.
wait, this is yours. Mine
Uh-oh.
is over here. I'm about
Already,
to sip.
Miss Myra, it's too early. It's
I
too
know,
early.
I know. I just realized. Why is she handing me her? There you go.
There we
Okay.
go. All righty, so let's go over a few rules. In art, there are no mistakes. This is just paint. It can all be fixed, and that's the only rule. So we ready? Let's go. Okay,
Yes.
so the first thing that I need for everyone to do is to find their pencil. So if you have a pencil in front of you, we'll go ahead and grab that.
Mhm.
And we are going to add a few details to our canvas to make it our own. I've just provided a guideline so that you have that for your project, but now it's time for us to personalize it. So we'll just take a few moments to do that. If you have anything in front of you that has a straight edge, like a piece of paper, a box, anything in front of you that may have a straight edge, go ahead and grab that, because what we're going to do first, we're going to start off by drawing these straight lines across our canvas so that we can eventually have that stripe situation going on here. So I'll show you this example just so you know what we're getting into. If you picked up a paint kit, you may have a pre-stenciled canvas. that has these tick marks on the side.
Mhm.
And that will kind of start you off with what your straight lines should be. If you don't have a pre-stencil canvas, absolutely no problem. All that we're doing are drawing 8 horizontal lines across our canvas so that we can get that striped look.
So
So,
you want it to go all the way across from one side to the other. Okay. thank you.
absolutely. And I'm going to do it here with you, ladies, so that we have an idea of what's going on. I'm just going to take my straight edge here. Just going to lay it against my canvas and just make a straight line all the way across.
Lord, my pencil not working. Wait a minute.
And that's my first straight line. I'm just going to do that 7 more times just to make 8 lines down, evenly spaced, so that we achieve, again, this striped look here. Okay? So we'll just take a few moments and I'll do it with you. I'm going to take my straight edge for my next line here. And again, just another horizontal line across.
I want you to know that I'm very nervous because my artwork was never put up on the wall at school.
There's a first time for everything.
Okay. Okay. Okay, teacher.
Yes, we're gonna do that this evening. Niece, are you listening, niece? She needs her photo on the wall after we're finished.
Okay. The pressure's on, Akila. The pressure is on.
Okay, so I just quickly sketched mine across from one side to the other. And again, we'll just make it 8 lines. Okay, so there is no rush. I will repeat what we've gone over before, but I do want to be respectful of time as well. So I am going to move to the next step, but I will tell you again what we've done in step 1 when I'm finished. So just as a reminder, we've drawn 8 lines across our canvas, 8 horizontal lines. The second thing that we're going to do, we're going to locate our stem and our leaf at the bottom of our painting, because we're just going to draw in what wasn't done already. Our leaf situation here, what we want to do is differentiate between the stem and the leaf. And the best way to do that is just to kind of draw a straight line down so that you have a designated leaf and a designated stem. And then you'll do that on the other flower as well. No right or wrong way. We just want to make one stem and a leaf to the side. Okay. And I'll hold this example up so that you can.
It's not going to be any testing on this later, is it?
Maybe.
Not going to be. Oh dear. Oh dear.
Here, I'll show you the final example if that helps sometimes for our visual learners as well.
Okay.
An idea of what-
Very nice. Very nice.
Okay. So as a review, as we're catching up, we've done horizontal lines across our canvas, and then we switched to filling in our stem and our leaf on both our left and our right flower. All right, we good to go?
Yes, ma'am.
Perfect. So we're going to move on. Let's see here. What we're going to do next is my favorite part. It's time to paint. So what we will do, let's find our paint. We'll unscrew our caps or whatever we need to do to get our paint ready. Let's take a look at the example here. We will focus on the petals first.
Petals first.
Petals first. That's what we'll be painting first. In the example here, you see that I painted one flower light pink and one flower dark pink, similar to that, say, of a pink tea rose, which are one of my favorites. But you can choose any color that you want for your flowers this evening. I encourage you to make it your own. You can paint them 2 different colors, the same color, a rainbow, whatever you like is your masterpiece. But what we're wanting to do is to focus on this area here and this area here. 1 and 2. 1 and 2.
1 and 2. So in the center of the flowers, kind of, sort of.
Exactly. Yes. from one side to the other, the complete flower. Top to bottom, side to side, the complete flower.
Okay.
And if you're wanting to achieve the pink and you don't have pink in front of you, please remember that red and white make pink. And so the more white that you add to your red, the lighter your pink color will be. The more red that you add to your white, the darker that your color will be. So feel free to use that disposable plate that we had earlier to mix your colors about if you're wanting to achieve that pink. And because I did pink and green for my example, I'm probably going to do a different color for this evening, probably like a yellow flower. That kind of reminds me of my childhood flowers that were or the flowers that were my childhood home that my mom was so proud of. When we were growing up in the spring, they would come. So I'm going to do that for nostalgia's sake, but I can't wait to see what you all post as well. So we'll just take a few minutes to paint our petals and we'll be back going, Miss Myra.
All right. And as we get started, let's not forget to thank our sponsors, which this series would not be possible without them. The Indiana Arts Commission, the Arts Council, and the City of Indianapolis. And of course, wonderful people like Deanna, who come along and volunteer their time and help us paint. Okay, I'm already running behind. Does it matter which brush we use, if it's big brush, little brush?
It does not matter. The small crevices, but whatever you're comfortable with. Mine's pretty small, if you can see that there.
Okay.
And I'm just painting my first flower, just so you have their lines. Flower number one.
Flower
Myra,
number
do you have a favorite flower, Myra?
Yes, I love tiger lilies.
Ooh,
Orange
fancy.
Fancy schmancy. Orange is my favorite color.
Yes.
So yes, ma'am.
I love it.
Can you give us some tips, like how much paint to put on the brush?
Absolutely, yes. Thank you for asking. As a note, as you apply your paint, you may be tempted to paint loads and loads and loads of paint on the canvas. I would suggest painting a thin layer the first round, kind of letting it dry, and then going over that color again once it dries, just to get a bolder pop. But loading too much paint up front could cause a little smearing, or it could make for a longer drying time. So just remember that less is more. If it looks a little streaky or a little pale, it's fine. Let it dry and then go back over it again. Good question, thank you.
So kind of like makeup. Less
Absolutely
is more.
like makeup. Yes, less is more, honey.
Less is more. Less is more, okay.
All right, so I've completed my petals on the first one. So I'm just going to move on to flower number two. And I am going to make an orange color. In orange, I'm going to mix red and yellow together to achieve orange. So I'll use my disposable plate here to mix it together. And don't be afraid to experiment. If it doesn't work, let it dry and paint over it.
Okay.
And remember that painting is relaxing. So remember to breathe. Sometimes some of my workshops, everyone is holding their breath and I have to remind them to breathe and have fun.
Oh, I'm glad you said that. Like, oh, we're supposed to breathe.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Breathing is very important.
It is.
Okay, I think I'm supposed to rinse my
If you are switching colors, your disposable cup is necessary to wash your paintbrush out. And what I would do is just kind of swish it around the bottom so that you get all of the excess paint off, and then kind of tap the side so that you don't get water on your canvas, or you can dab it on your napkin. Now we do have two brushes, so you can switch back and forth with your colors, but if you're just kind of favoring one brush, just make sure that you wash it in between colors. Good question. And you said that you're not a painter. I don't know if I believe.
Like, no, 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 no. Trust me. Oh, thank you, niece. So we're not paying any attention to the horizontal lines.
Not
that
right
are-
now.
Okay,
Absolutely, yes. You can
okay,
paint right over them. If your lines go through your flowers, just paint right over those lines.
okay. I just want to give a shout out and big ups to the DJ because this is great music to paint by.
Love it.
I'm hearing this wonderful music.
So if you take a look at here, I painted my petals on my right and my left flower. I tend to paint pretty quickly just because I do it every day, but there is no rush whatsoever. I do want to give you instructions for the next step in case anyone out there is ready. If not, I'll go back over it again. We are going to move to our stems and our leaves next. Again, if you're not ready, just listen. I'll go back over, but if you are, you can look at your screen here for the next example. I'm going to focus on the stems and the leaves next. And if you can look at the example, they're all different colors. They're all different shades of green. I have light green, dark green, Kelly green, all types of greens. And it's actually my favorite color to paint with. It helps with depth and perception. So I always like to get as many shades as possible. If you are interested in doing that for your leaf and your stems, what I suggest is getting green on your mixing plate and then mixing white in your green. When you mix white and green, you lighten your green shade. And so you'll have, you know, your regular green, but then if you add a dab of white, you'll have a lighter green. If you add 2 dabs of white, you'll have even lighter. So if you want to kind of differentiate between your greens, white. That's my suggestion for that. But that's step number 5. If you are ready, you've moved on from your left and your right petal. We're going to attack our greenery next. No right or wrong way to do it. If you want to paint them all one shade, go ahead. And Ms. Myra, I'm going to ask in about 10 seconds if you're at a stopping point to see your masterpiece.
Oh, what can we sip first before, because it'll make my masterpiece look a lot better.
If we sip, okay, let's sip and show at the same time.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, okay, wait. If everybody else now, come on, don't leave me hanging.
Okay, I'm ready. Okay, I'm sipping and showing.
This is where I am so
Okay,
far.
see, you're just fine. I love
Oh, wait. Niece, show yours. See, look at this.
Fierce.
Looking all professional.
Absolutely, I love the brush strokes, niece. And Miss Sonia, I see that. Thank you. I love it. It's
Man,
looking good. And the colors are popping. They're bold, just like we want. All right, ladies, we're good to go. I just kind of wanted to check the pulse and see where we are. So for anyone that is just joining us, I'm going to just quickly recap what we've done. We drew horizontal lines across our canvas, and then we finished our stems and our leaves. The next thing that we did was color in our left and our right flowers, any color that we wanted. And then we moved on to painting our stems and leaves, all different shades of green. So that's where we are now. If you're just tuning in, welcome. Happy Mother's Day.
yes.
Find your green paint and jump right in.
Yes, and we encourage you to post your pictures on Facebook, on the site. Don't be ashamed. It's a wonderful piece. Art is just you being free, expressing yourself, and I promise you, your art is better than mine, okay?
And I mean, it's just always good to see the different perceptions. Like you can hear an instruction and then people can perceive it 5 million different ways. I just always love to see them come together. And sometimes I make like a collage on my computer screen of all of the different pictures because that's the fulfillment I get from just instructing it. So I do encourage you all to send it in, please.
So we're doing stems now.
Yes, ma'am.
I just wonder how all the moms feel now, because now you have to take instructions from someone. Now you understand how your kids feel sometimes when you're like, why did you do that? I told you to do it this way. So sometimes it can be a little challenging, moms. We understand.
I love it. And here's a funny story, actually. How I got started painting was that my mom and I went to a paint and sip party just like this about 12 or 13 years ago, and I had never painted before. And an instructor asked if I ever painted. I said no. I got some suggestions on what to get at the craft store the next day, and that's all she wrote. And so it started with Mom and I. So it's really full circle for us to be here celebrating Mother's Day all these years later.
Wow, that is so cool. I shared with the group earlier that I literally just did my very first sip and paint 2 weeks ago. And it was so much fun. Oh my gosh. But I will say that one of the organizers kept coming and whispering over to me, Myra, everyone else is ahead of you. You know? And she was a teacher. I was like, wait a minute, you're supposed to be encouraging me.
I understand. You just wanted to put the Myra stank on it.
Yeah. Just know. Oh, that's pretty. See there, the different shades. I need to mix some white with my green. That's what I need to do. Okay.
Mm-hmm. And that's exactly what I did. Thank you for listening. I just mixed a little white there. You can look with the mixture. I made a green pile, white pile, and then I just mixed it in the middle. So you're right on track.
Gotcha. And once again, we encourage everyone to participate and post your work, post a picture of you and your mom. We're gonna give away some wine from the Sip and Share wine. We're gonna be giving away a few bottles of wine and stuff. So you'll have something to do your own sip and paint later.
And ladies, don't forget there's a little baby leaf over here in the corner. I don't want you to leave her out. It might be easy to miss, but we do want to include her in the party as well.
I'm glad you said that, because I would have thought that was a mistake on my canvas. I'm glad you told me that's the leaf. It will get painted.
Yes, a little baby leaf.
How important do you think the arts are in our schools? Because they keep trying to cut back, you know?
They're
it's
so important. When I tell you I am a mentor to many students, and just to see how they express themselves through the art is mind-blowing. I mean, the curriculum is fine. They're doing that all day, but just to kind of see them let loose and show their true personalities and who they really are, it comes out through the arts, and you can kind of just see what's blossoming underneath and what's to come. And it's the most exciting thing to see. And they're so passionate about it that you can't help but get into it as well. So, I mean, arts, I think, are one of the best things that come out of schools, and just the people and personalities that they make in the process.
Oh yeah.
Okay, ladies, so I have finished my greenery here just so that you can kind of see where we are. I'm putting up a mustard stem and leaf. So I'm going to move on instruction-wise, and you can feel free to catch up when you are ready. So the next thing that we are going to do, we're going to define our stripes. And so as you can remember, we drew those 8 horizontal lines across, and now it's time for us to color them in. For the example, I chose black and white for the color scheme, but you can choose any color you want. I just chose black and white because it made my pink and green pop. But you can choose any stripe color scheme that you like. You know, yellow and blue or yellow and green, whatever you like. If you're interested in duplicating this look though, just so you know, I started at the top of the canvas with black. And then I just alternated each line after that. So black, white, black, white, black, white, and then ended with black at the bottom. So if you're ready for the next step, we're going to paint our lines across. And again, the top one is the black one. But as you can see here, I went around my flower stencil so that I don't paint directly through it. So if you have any designs that are in your striped area, avoid those and paint in between the design. Hopefully that makes sense. So your picture is going to kind of sit on top of your stripe. And you don't want to paint through your photo. And I'll just keep this up so that we can reference it as we go along. Again, I encourage any color stripe, color scheme that you like. I'm probably going to stick with the black and white. I think that looks good. Myra, what are you thinking about going with for your stripes, Miss Lady?
I think, well, you know what? I think I'm gonna mix blue and red and do purple for my
purple
stripe.
action, okay.
Yes, as an homage to Prince.
Yes,
great one.
ma'am.
Yes, so yes, we're gonna do that.
Okay. So we'll just take a little time, and again, you don't have to put a lot of paint on your brush to achieve the look. You'll have time to go over it with the second coat. And your brush strokes can be pretty long. That kind of speeds up the process. And when I say long, I just mean, this is a short stroke, short. This is a long stroke. So the longer your strokes, the faster that you go.
Okay.
Myra, is your niece ready to show us what she's been doing?
Can you show your work again?
Oh, I love it. Those
Look at
stems
that.
look really good.
Look at that.
Good job.
Look at that. Look at
And the
that.
texture and the petals, love it.
She
We
said
didn't even
that.
go over that.
See, texture in the petals. Texture in the petals. Now see, this goes to show why my work never went on the wall in school. Like, I didn't know we were doing texture here. Now, you know, I did say we're giving away wine, bottles of wine. The first 2 bottles of wine, let's see. Do I do that yet? Yeah, let's do that.
Sounds good to me.
The first 2 bottles of wine are going to 2 women who entered the hashtag Walker Moms competition. I'm doing a drum roll here. We have Rochelle or Sassy Shell 01 on Instagram and Delana Neal Guest on Facebook. So that's Rochelle or Sassy Shell 01 on Instagram and Delana Neal Guest on Facebook. Congratulations. Congratulations. Now,
The wine is the best. I absolutely love it.
you know what? I'm curious. Sonia and her mom. Let's see. Look at that! Look at that! Wow! Wow! And Miss
I
Sheila,
love it.
look at you! Look at you 2 artists over there. Look at
That
you.
is beautiful.
Okay, I don't even want to show mine now.
I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready for your close-up.
No, not not yet.
Okay.
Not
All right,
yet.
Jay, we got to see yours. We got to see yours.
Oh, wait, mine still needs a little work.
Okay.
In the mean, anybody who wants to see mine right now, take a sip. Take a, take a sip. It's gonna make it look better. I promise you.
Okay, ladies, I'm kind of finishing.
She's finishing. Oh my gosh. Okay.
No rush, no rush. Just the time check here.
Okay. Up top. Up top. Long strokes. Long strokes. Okay. I need to have my artwork closer to me. Oh man, I wish I could see everybody's artwork. That's why be sure to post it.
Yes, please. Okay. So I'm finishing up here and I'm gonna just shake my canvas a little bit. You remember back in the day when we used to shake our Polaroids?
Yes.
So that's what I'm gonna do to my canvas here, just so that the air is circulating and that makes the paint dry just a little bit faster.
Got
Okay.
it.
Okay.
Just a little tip for you. And as I'm doing that, I'm going to get ready to explain to you our next step, which is adding details. So we kind of have a base right here. If you want to take a look here, this is where we are. We have our flower sitting on top of our stripes, but we want to add some detail and make it our own. So for example, from the example, you can see that I added some definition to my petals by drawing thin black lines, just so that it makes it a little more realistic. You absolutely, positively do not have to do this, but if you are interested in painting this look, I'm just going to hold this up here for a quick second so that you can get an idea of what the lines look like. There's no right or wrong way at all. Just lines throughout your petals, just to give them the individualized petal look. And I'll do that on this example here. And if anyone is ready, you can join right along with me.
That's why I have plastic, because I got paint on there.
And for this step, because I want my lines very, very thin, I am going to just use the edge of my brush. So I'm just going to put paint right there on the corner of my brush. And that will allow me to have a steadier hand and get those details in just a little bit better than if I would have put a lot of paint on my brush.
Yes, the edge is always the best part. Just like in cornbread, brownies, you always want to get the edge.
The edge, sis, the edge.
The edge is the best. That's why we grease our edges down, okay?
I love it. Who took my edge? I was waiting on that. So for my details, I'm probably going to do a dark green just to make a few veins in my petals, just like I showed in the example. So I'll just start over here on the left. Thin little line there. And I'll just do that throughout. Another line.
I need some more wine. So,
who said that they need?
I do.
Have a sip. I'm telling you, it makes you. Let's have a sip. It's time.
Okay, I shall.
I always ask, ladies, happy Mother's Day.
Thank you.
Niece, sip with your auntie. Okay.
Okay, so I have my first one done. Just a few squiggly lines just to add a little detail, that's all. And I'll do the same on the next one.
Okay, I didn't put enough red in there that time. Because my stripe has gone from purple to blue. I have always admired artists, just that they have that vision.
Mm-hmm.
And everyone
It's
doesn't
like
have-
I paint in my head, and then I just transfer it to the canvas. So it's like I see them, and it creates here. I know a lot of people that play chess like that. They have a whole chessboard in their head, and they play the board, and then they just translate it to the board. And I do the same thing with the canvas. It's very fascinating. I daydream a lot, and when I daydream a lot, I'm sketching, but I'm sketching in my head. So here's the next one. My orange petal. Just added a few details there.
Okay.
Okay.
I can see I'm gonna have to stay after school.
Alrighty, so we are coming to the details portion and adding a little flair to our project. We have about, I'd say maybe 15 minutes or so. So if I speed through this, I apologize, but I do want to get everything that you need to make your painting your own. So the details portion of the painting, again, just makes it pop. In case you want to do something similar, I'm just going to point out all of the details that I've done here, so that you can maybe do a few yourself. So the first thing that I did, I added pink and green circles kind of throughout my painting on the white stripes portion. That just makes the painting pop, the stripe pop. So I did that first. And the next thing that I did, I added love, the word love, to the top of my painting, but I distressed it just to give it that graffiti look. And I scratched it out. After I painted it, I scratched it out with my nail. And it was just an experiment, but it worked because there's no mistakes in painting. And the next thing I did, I added Mother's Day to the bottom of this, just to commemorate what we are here for today. It says Mother's Day 2021. And then lastly, I brought it all together by adding splatter paint throughout the entire canvas. And that just gives it its own personality. You can do 1, 0, or all of the above in order to personalize and bring flair to your canvas. But I did want to just give you some examples. You can maybe add your mom's name or your name or both of your names, a quote, your favorite quote. You can add hearts. What do you want to illustrate as far as love and nurturing and joy is concerned? All of the feels of Mother's Day is what we're trying to capture here. So we'll just express that in our details as we wrap this up. So I'll get into my details, and I look forward to seeing yours too, Miss Myra.
Well, I just love the fact that she said she distressed it. She distressed the love. So just remember this, moms. The next time your child, and you think that they're messing up or they wrote on the wall or they did something, no, they're distressing.
They had to look at my mom because I gotta tell myself real quick.
What happened?
Little.
Uh-oh.
I did draw in my room on my wall, and it was huge, like it was a mural. And we should have known then what was to come.
Yeah.
But I'm so glad that she has stuck with me through it all.
There. Well, you know what? My granddaughter wrote on the wall behind the dresser, and just so happened I moved the dresser and found this perfect green circle, and it was a green circle, like she just wanted to draw this big like a go, like green means go.
Yes.
And when I asked her about it, she was like, I have no idea. How
I don't know how it happened. What do you
mean? How it happened. So, and when I got her to try to clean it off, I realized now she was just distressing.
There you go.
See there? See the things we've learned today, mothers?
Circle of life.
Circle of life. That's right. That's right.
So just this is the example again, as we're adding our details, and I'll zoom in so that you can see it. Here, alrighty. And Miss Myra, we have about maybe 10 more minutes of our broadcast. So I'm just gonna wrap it up by telling everyone to please, 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 please take a photo when you're finished with your painting, because we would love to see the love that you poured into this evening's project, number one, and be sure to use those hashtags that she spoke about. And then secondly, I want to thank everybody just for tuning in and spreading the love between us tonight, just being really creative and getting out of our comfort zone and doing something a little different. I really appreciate your time and your attention this evening. I'm going to show you one more time where we are. If you want to take a picture, I always suggest that people take pictures right now so that you can see what you're striving for. If you haven't reached the end point, just I'll leave this up for about 5 seconds. I see that, Miss Bowen. Yeah.
Yes. Use the hashtag Walker Moms. Walker Moms. Post your work. Post pictures of you and your mom. We really appreciate you guys just tuning in and joining us. Now, what about the little edge, the little border? Can we paint that as well?
Absolutely. You can definitely wrap around the side so that when you hang it on the wall, you'll have artwork on all sides, top and bottom. Thank you for that. I'm just gonna peek in on my mom here and see where we are. Okay, I'm getting this sign here. So we're just gonna, you may post it later after a little tender love and care. I will turn it over to you, Myra. Again, thank you to my sisters of Alpha Kappa Alpha, Sorority Incorporated, and all who have joined us this evening. Miss Myra, take it away.
Gotcha. Once again, thank you, everyone. Thank you to our sponsors, City of Indianapolis. Thank you so much, SipAndShareWine.com. We appreciate you guys. And also, I have single mom greeting cards. You can't even see them. It's a set. We're going to give away a few sets of my greeting cards to people who post their pictures. Now, to me, because I know how my artwork looks, but for someone, if you feel like Deanna's mom, like, nope, I'm not showing it, that's the person we want to give cards to. So we encourage you. We encourage you to absolutely post. Remember, we're also giving away another bottle of the Sip and Share wine. This was so much fun. Thank you again to the Arts Council, the Indiana Arts Commission, and this organization. They have a few other things coming up, so I want to make sure that I mention this before we go. Daddy Do Day. Now, we used to do something similar to this. This is so much fun, and this is all about the father-daughter relationship. And this is going to be an actual competition where dads are challenged to style their daughter's hair under pressure. This is going to be Father's Day weekend. So be sure to enter now, and you can win up to $1,000. Follow the @Walker Theater on Instagram and Facebook for information, and get in there, get that done. I've seen this done. And if you think men are strong, this is the most hilarious thing you've ever seen in your life when you see these brothers trying to do their daughter's hair. Now, you know, a couple of them pretty good. A couple of them can do some braids and stuff, but trust me, it's funny. It's funny. So remember, hairstyling videos, use the hashtag Daddy Do Day as soon as possible. And then this summer, the Madam Walker Legacy Summer Institute, they're going to have a virtual kids camp. Now, let me tell you, with this pandemic, I know you all are like, Lord have mercy, Jesus, with these kids. I see Sonia has grabbed her glass of wine again. Thank goodness. But this is going to be fun. Registration is now open. The camp is going to be every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, starting July 6th through the 29th. Once again, July 6th through the 29th on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday from 1 to 2 Eastern Standard Time. This is going to be a series open to students ages 6 to 14, and you can just have fun topics, presenters such as science with NASA. Oh my God, our kids have got to get involved in STEM programs, STEM, and I should also say STEAM, correct, because they added the arts to STEM, social justice art with Deanna, entrepreneurship with Junior Achievement, and it's just going to be so much. And I know so much you all have done, particularly parents, dealing with having to homeschool your children. And I know you said I did not sign up for this past year. So at least for this 1 hour during the camp, you can hand it over to someone else, and you can register at madamwalkerlegacycenter.com to get your kids in camp culture and get your kids camp culture kits in advance. Now, I haven't quite finished mine. Deanna, I'm like your mama. I don't want to show it yet.
That's okay. Let me just quick peek. Just.
Woo! No. No. I'm not sure.
Oh, bravo. Mwah, mwah.
I'm gonna put it up there. Sonia, I want to see yours and your mom's. Let's see yours.
Can you see it?
Look at that.
Absolutely.
Look at that. Look at that.
Beautiful.
Man.
That's my mom's.
Yes,
Wow.
Mom.
Twinsies. Look at that. Beautiful. Niece, you want to show yours? You know, such a perfectionist, but see, this just goes to show you talent does not run in the family, okay? This is my niece's work.
It's beautiful.
See how beautiful that is? And here I am. Once again, wait, I'm gonna show mine again. Just to
Okay.
show. Now, I know you all look better than this. You can win some single mom greeting cards.
That has character, Myra. That has so much character.
It says something. I'm not quite sure what, but it's saying something right now. I'm like, oh my gosh. I'm gonna add a couple of more strokes to mine though.
Okay.
Yeah.
All righty. Well, it has been so much fun painting with you this evening. And to everyone across the nation, happy Mother's Day from me.
Thank you.
Happy Mother's Day. Just like I said at the top. Big Mama, Nana, Grandma, Meemaw. I know I'm leaving some names out. Just know that you are appreciated and that we love you. Please support the Madam Walker Legacy Center.
Yes.
We love you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.